Hey guys, so I am super excited. I just got this Zip Zero installation water purifier. It uses reverse osmosis and I'm about to set it up. The top has the manual and it looks like everything's kind of already put together. So I'm gonna go get it set up on the counter and see what the next step is. Okay, so I got it set up on the counter. Pretty much all you have to do is get it out of the box and plug it in to any outlet. You can see back there, got it plugged in. And then once that's done, you fill this part with water up to the max line. And it says to do that 2 times through, just to kind of clear the filters. They said there may be kind of some sediment in the water that you want to filter through. So I've already done that twice, and now I'm going to show you basically how you filter through water. So first you're going to take out this basin. The light's going to flash yellow when it's out, and you are going to simply fill it up with water. There's a divider that goes down in there, and the bottom half, the water is going to stay in there even after being filtered, and that part you'll just empty out in between filtering, so that you have fresh water that you're filtering through each time. So you fill it up until the max level. Now I've got it filled up, and I'm going to put it back in the purifier. You kind of push it in. And then once it's in all the way, the blue light will be back on. So you know you've got it in there, right? And then you push the button and it starts filtering. So as the filtered water comes through, you're going to see it coming out in the top half. It'll start coming through faster once it's kind of gone through the filters. You can see it emptying from the bottom part. And like I said, this bottom half below the zero, that water is going to still be filled once you're done filtering it. And it says just to empty that back out before you run another cycle through, so you've got fresh water coming into it every time. It'll make the filters last longer. So now we're just waiting for it to filter. Okay, so right now it's actually in the middle of filtering. You can see, you know, the water's about halfway down from the max to zero. So it's, you know, going through all the filters in the back, and then you can see out of that white part, it's the filtered water is coming through into this top reservoir where it's going to hold all your water to drink. So while it's filtering, you can kind of watch it going through. I just want to say a couple things about it. I mean, first of all, I love how it looks, and I love how it goes on the countertop, because we had one under the sink before and it worked great, we loved it, but then it ended up leaking and we didn't know it was leaking, and so then we were dealing with water damage. And this is on top of the counter, it's not connected to any water supplies, so you know what it's doing, and you can see it all the time. And then another thing is the filters last, there's 3 different filters, and you only have to change them once a year. And then there's an RO membrane, and you only have to change that every 2 years. So it's not like these ones where, you know, every 3 months you're having to buy new filters and replace it. Probably ends up comparatively not being too much more expensive than a Brita filter, because you have to replace those pretty often too. So once the filtering's done, the top part is full of water, ready to use. And the bottom, you can see it went down to the zero level. So this remaining water, when you're ready to fill it up and filter it again, you just empty that out and put new water in it to go through the filter. So now that the water's ready to drink, you just put your glass or water bottle or whatever underneath, and you can either push the button in and the water comes out, or if you're filling something pretty full, you can just lift it up and it continuously will pour on its own.